Welcome back, folks. How you doing? Today I'm in the Crianlarich Hills and I'm going up to do this mountain here just at the back of me called Chroin. So I'd done its neighbour a couple of years back with one of my mates, and he wasn't keen on the wee scramble in between, so I decided just to leave it to another day. So today's the day, and it's quite a quick path up into the quarry, taking the Land Rover track for the hydro scheme. So we'll shoot up here and then we'll cross over the burn and start to gain height, and we'll hit the ridge line, and then it's just a pull straight up there onto the top as you see, and then I'll just be retracing my steps on the way back. So it was a late start this afternoon, and I just thought the weather's turning this weekend, so why not just take in the wee hill while I can. So if you'll join us, and we'll see how we got on in Chroin. So that's we reached the hydro, and this is the end of the Land Rover track. So we move on to just a small track that takes you well into the quarry before you start to climb the height and reach the col before we take the ridge line up onto the summit. So we'll bring you back probably on top of the col. The views should start to open up a wee bit there then, and hopefully you'll get something to see, something that's worth having a look at. So we'll push on now. And we'll push on just now, as I say, and I'll bring you back at the col. I brought these back just a wee bit earlier than what I was going to. I'm at the burn crossing just before we climb up to the col there, just over my shoulder. Then we're right up that ridge, and that's the top just up behind me there. So we've got about another, I don't know, 450, 500 metres. But this wee burn to cross, nothing too drastic, as you'll see. A few decent stones. I hope it don't tempt fate. No, that's okay. So that's us safely across. So we'll climb up to the col and just hit this ridge line and up to the top. But the views back down the valley are pretty impressive, right down the glen. So when I'm a bit higher up, we'll turn the camera round and give you a look. So that's me, I've hit the col, and I said I would bring you back, and what you'll see at the back of me there, the burn, the road, or the track comes right up a good bit of the burn, about halfway anyway, on the Land Rover track before it moves to quite a boggy sort of ATV, a foot track, and you stay on that for probably another kilometre and a half or so after the hydro, and then you start to take the height up to the col. But you'll see the hills at the back of me as well. That's looking onto the Tyndrum Hills, and beyond that you've got the Bridge of Orchy Hills. and you can just make out the tips of some of the Glencoe hills, or I'm pretty sure it is the Glencoe hills at the back. But it's definitely opening up, absolutely superb. So I'll push on up to the top and I'll bring you back once I get up there, unless there's anything else to see. Take the wee opportunity to get another top on, because you'll see the wind's picked up quite a bit and the temperature has dropped dramatically, so we've got another top, and change my hat as well, I think. Well folks, that's a wee bit better. I have to admit though, my bag's soaking with sweat. Wish I had another t-shirt in my bag. I've got another top, but I don't want to use that just now. This will do. Get moving, get a wee bit more heat in me again, and we'll do the last. I think I've got about 300 metres to go until the top, so I don't think I'll film any more until I get up there. Just too windy, just make a final push for it, and that's us, and we'll bring you back up there. Well, that's me on top of the ridge, on the western top. Took a Chroin, and another 100 yards and that'll be me up at the cairn. But it's very windy, so I'll try and get a sheltered spot, and I'll bring you back once I top it. So that's the cairn here, but about another 30 yards to the west there's another wee spot that possibly looks higher, so I'm going to go over and I'll give that a wee tap out as well. But I'm going to check the map, because I'm not sure looking over. It's funny how it happens. You look at a top at a very similar level, and it's difficult to work out which one's the highest. So I'll check the map, and just in case it's these top, I will be going over there anyway, because it'd be a shame on a clear day to not see the views. So I'll get the other top, and then I'll give you a 360. That's the western top on the middle section. So another one in the bag, as they say. We'll get the camera and I'll give you a wee 360. Well folks, I've decided before the 360 I'm going to have a wee something to eat and a drink. Just tuck myself in out the wind. So, what I did notice, don't know if you'll see it in the camera, look at the folds in this rock. It's absolutely phenomenal. What sort of force must have been involved for that? It's actually creased. It's amazing. Anyway, quick bite to eat, a wee drink. 360, eastern top, home. All in that order. Well folks, I gave it a wee check on the map there, and the centre top is the highest by just a couple of metres, and then that's on the western side, and the eastern top I'm going to go over there, but that's I think about 5 metres shorter or so, but we'll give it a look anyway. It's worthwhile, especially on a day like this. Well folks, the 360 is promised. So right in front of you there is Beinn Lomond. You can just make out at the bottom left of it a wee touch of Loch Lomond. Come round there, you've got the Loch Hills, Loch Long. Then that's you into the Eiger Alps, Beinn being the biggest of the ones that you can see there. And we come round again, and I'm thinking there that in the distance that's Beinn and Beinn Louis. So the one right in front of us, that's An Caisteal. That's the neighbour of this one. It's not, they normally walk together, but as I say, I done that a few years back with one of my friends. Then as we look just to the right hand side of An Caisteal, you're looking over to the Black Mount and beyond to Glencoe. You can see Beinn sticking up there. just to the right of that you can make out Ben Nevis and the CMD. Then you have got the Tyndrum Hills, and Ben Drain is the one standing proudest there. As you come round this side, in the distance you can just make out Schiehallion. So I'm going to take you back just to the one right in the middle there in the distance. I think that's the Ben Alder range. As you come round, I say, the shadowy pointy one, the distance, that's Schiehallion. The one with the wee glint of sun on it there, that's Cruacharden. And you can just make out at the back of that Ben Moor. Come to the right again with a bit of sun on it, you've got Stobinian with its long southern ridge. And then you've got the one in the shadow there, the smaller one. You've got Ben Tulloch, and you do that as a doubler with Cruacharden. So the wee one in front of us, that's the eastern top of Beinn that we're on now. You can just make, beyond that, you can make out the Loch Hills. That's Ben Vorlich and Stuka Chroin. You've got Ben Leddy. Coming round there, you've got the Ochels. And then you've got the Campsies. Now, I don't know if you can make them out, but you can actually see the Meikle Bin. And as you come round, there's a wee bit of sun on it, is the Dumgoyne, just at the western edge of Errol Seat. Errol Seat being the highest in the Campsies. And then that's us back round to Ben Lomond. Absolutely stunning. So I'm going to head over just now for this eastern top, and I'll bring you back over there. Well folks, that's me on the eastern top, 940 metres. So, great day. As I say, it's been a great walk up, very windy at the top, so unfortunately no drone footage. Well, I'll spin you around, I'll just be a shadow in that sun. Right folks, I've just spun you around there. So this is me, I've topped out on the eastern top, and I think I'm going to finish it here. As I said, my battery's kind of running low on the camera. I've got another one there, but that's the hill done, there's no need to change it. Been tremendous. Very windy at the top, unfortunately too windy to get the drone up and get some of the shots would have been cracking. But anyway, beautiful walk so far, 3 hours 30, and that's me doing the main top first and having a wee bit to eat. So all in all, wonderful day. I'd recommend it either doing it with An Caisteal or on its own, just Beinn itself. Great wee day, a bit boggy at the bottom after the track, but nonetheless thoroughly enjoyable. So thanks for joining me, stay safe, and until the next time, see you later.